YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, man. So yeah, I want to talk about this disappointment, man. This waste of 30 minutes I just spent my life, 30 minutes of my life, man, watching this nonsense of a fight, man. Guillermo Rigondeaux just didn't show up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm so disappointed in this fight, man. You have no idea, man. You know, I'm not knocking Vasyl Lomachenko, and you know, it was a great victory for him, man. I'm not knocking him, his skills, or, you know, nothing about him. I'm just saying, man, I'm so disappointed, man. You have no idea, man. You know, man, I was actually with my brother-in-law and my nephew playing GTA, man, and took this time out. I even took a nap to get myself prepared to watch this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Had my snacks and everything ready for this fight, man. This was supposed to be the fight of the year. And Guillermo Rigondeaux actually, you know, he just didn't show up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a disappointment. And I see that, you know, Stephen A. Smith and Teddy Atlas and all these other people talking about, you know, he's the best thing since sliced bread, Vasyl Lomachenko, and not to take anything away from him because he's a good boxer. He's definitely a good boxer. But if you watch the fight, you know, he wasn't. These dudes are quitting on the stool, man. But it's like, you know, dudes wasn't even quitting when they fought Mike Tyson, man. They might have been scared before they got in the ring, but when Mike Tyson was hitting them, man, these dudes were still coming out for the next round. This dude, so you telling me because of this dude's footwork, is making people frustrated. It's making boxers frustrated to the point of they don't even want to fight no more. You know, that's kind of fishy, man. But I want to give a shout out to Vasyl Lomachenko, man, and he, you know, great job, man. He came to perform. He came to put on, man. From the very beginning, man, all Guillermo Rigondeaux did was hold, grab, and duck. That's all he did, man. That's all he did from the very beginning. All he did was hold, grab, and duck, man. He did nothing, man. He wasn't throwing left hands. He wasn't throwing right hooks. He wasn't doing anything, man. I don't know if when he got in the ring, the actual size and the skills of Lomachenko showed up and he was stage fright. He got frozen. I doubt that, you know, because if you look at it, he definitely was the smaller man in the fight. But you got to give me a break, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for dudes to be quitting on the stool, and it just looked bad, man. You know, everybody put their, you know, they come to the forefront. You know, the fight for Guillermo Rigondeaux and the disservice that the sport of boxing had been doing to this dude, man. And for him to come in the ring, man, and just not show up, man, and lay down like that and then quit on his stool in the 7th round, it's so disappointing, man. It's so disappointing, man. And for the Bob Arums of the world, HBO, and all these other people talking about how boring he is, man. He got in the ring, and it was a snooze fest, man, because the dude got in the ring and did absolutely nothing. He didn't throw. I don't know how many left hands he threw in the fight. I'm pretty sure he threw all the 10 left hands. Pretty sure he threw all about 10 left hands in the entire fight, man. But shout out to Vasyl Lomachenko. You know, I seen a couple of other videos when dudes were saying that maybe, you know, Rigondeaux came up 2 weight classes and now Lomachenko should go up 2 weight classes and fight Terence Crawford. I highly disagree with that. I do not think that Vasyl Lomachenko has to go up 2 weight classes to face Terence Crawford. That's just doing himself a disservice. He doesn't need to do that, man. There's fighters in and around his division that he could take on. I don't want to see him go up 2 weight classes until he blooms into that spot. But, you know, Terence Crawford is going to campaign at 147 pounds. So I don't think that. I highly disagree with that notion that he should go up 2 weight classes to fight Terence Crawford, even though because Rigondeaux came up 2 weight classes to fight him. In the smaller divisions like that, you know, 8 pounds and you know, it's the 122, then it's 126. You know, those divisions are pretty close to each other. But when you're talking about jumping up 17 pounds and all of that, man, I don't see that, man. I don't think that's necessary. I don't want to see Vasyl Lomachenko jump up all those weight classes to fight Terence Crawford, and then Terence Crawford win that fight. He's not going to get the credit he deserves for that fight. So I don't think that Vasyl Lomachenko has to do that to prove himself. I think there's enough fighters in and around his division for him to continue on to validate his status and to keep extending his resume and putting names on his resume. I don't want to see him go up 2 weight classes to fight Terrence Crawford. Guillermo Rigondeaux was the one who called out Vasyl Lomachenko over and over on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, on every platform, social media platform he had. He was the one calling Vasyl Lomachenko out and saying Lomachenko was running and that he was going to knock him out. He was going to do all these things. So, Lomachenko, only thing Lomachenko did was answer the bell. As far as Lomachenko, he's not calling out Terrence Crawford, and to Lomachenko's credit, he's not the one that's going around saying that he's the best in the world. Of course, every fighter should say that they're the best fighter in the world, but he's not the one claiming that he's the greatest fighter since Muhammad Ali. That's the people around him. That's the promotion. That's what they're supposed to do. But as far as him going up 2 weight classes, he's not calling out Terrence Crawford. He's not saying that he needs to fight Terrence Crawford. And I just don't want to see him jump 2 weight classes, because him jumping 2 weight classes could possibly ruin his career, and we could be witnessing something great. So I don't want to see him jump 2 weight classes to fight Terrence Crawford. If there comes a time when he does grow into the position and grow into the division, maybe he'll become a 140-pound fighter, and then he could meet somewhere, on a catch weight. But as far as him going up to 140 pounds now, especially if Terrence Crawford is preparing himself to go to 147 pounds, I don't want to see, because then Terrence Crawford will be coming down in weight again, because personally, I don't think Terrence Crawford could make 140 anymore. I think that's the reason why he was always looking, Terrence Crawford was actually looking to go to 147 before the Ndongo fight. So I don't see Terrence Crawford coming back down to 140. I mean, I'm pretty sure for the money and for the build up and for the recognition, I'm pretty sure he'll take the fight at 140. If Vasyl Lomachenko said he'll challenge him at 140, I'm pretty sure he would. But I don't think it's necessary for either fighter. I think Terrence Crawford has enough fighters in and around his division. He has at 147, he got Keith Thurman, he got Errol Spence, he got Sean Porter, he got Danny Garcia, and so many other fighters right there in his own division who could solidify his career as a Hall of Famer, and he could put those names on his resume. Now, as far as Vasyl Lomachenko, there's not so many names as it is on the 147-pound division. There's not too many names at the 130 and the 135 and even the 140-pound division that'll give him the status. It's not so many of the big names. There's great fights there, but the name recognition is not there at those divisions. I'm not saying that there aren't fighters. I'm saying as far as if you're going to compare those divisions to the names at 147, it's not the same. But shout out to Vasyl Lomachenko, man. He put on an absolute show. He did what he was supposed to do. And and there was a point in the fight I was siding with Lomachenko, because the antics and the nonsense that Guillermo Rigondeaux was doing was frustrating me, man. I was watching with my brother-in-law, and it was just frustrating the hell out of us, man. I got to be honest, just watching all the antics, the head ducking, the grabbing, the holding, come on, man. It was just horrible. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Blue Blood Sports TV, I'm here, man. Hate, like, comment, subscribe, man. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Most importantly, man, make sure you hit that bell icon to get all the new notifications. And make sure you hit that like button, man. Yeah, again, man, Vasyl Lomachenko put on an absolute show. TKO Guillermo Rigondeaux. Shout outs to him, man. Props to that dude, man. Props to Vasyl Lomachenko, man. He's one of the best, man. That's all I got for y'all. Blue Blood Sports TV. Peace.
Hey, you have just finished watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications, the like button, and most importantly, the subscribe button. See you soon.